Chronically Blue. That's a chonker. Line Terror! Hello, my Super Bears. My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to some more Arcade Paradise. Last episode, we actually broke 2,500 with overall income, which I had never done before, so that's pretty cool. Last episode, I just went onto like an entire tangent for so long, and while I was going through and like cleaning everything, I started talking about like my dad's house and Redbox and the electric company, and just like so many different things. And you know what? I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. You know, when I start like talking about like random stuff, I know it's gonna be good. Because when I forget what time it is, I know that means that you forget what time it is. And if I'm very aware of what time it is, that means I'm not doing a good job. But then again, I'm doing this for free and just for like my own abilities to finish games that I would otherwise just never finish. So, you know, I'm just doing it just to like give myself like a reason in order to like do this. Which is the true reason as to why I started my this YouTube channel. The previous one, I was like, you know what, I really like Let's Players, I want to be one, and I want to, like, you know, have a small but dedicated fan base, I want to have lots of views. Lo and behold, I canceled, like, Let's Plays when they were, like, halfway through, just never finished it, and I was in, like, a really bad place at that time. And when I say bad, I don't mean, like, mentally, I just mean, like, other stuff was going on that I wish I knew I had control of back then. I technically had control of it back then, but hindsight, you know? I was in a really bad relationship, and it just kept going. So, hindsight's 20/20. But, the person I was with at that time, they were really upset with how I was, like, spending time doing stuff, and, like, not being with them for some reason, and it was like super weird. Yeah, you stay over there. So in order to make it up for them, because like they canceled on like oh no, dang it, but because they canceled like their concert they were going to see, so we had more time together without telling me until like literally the day of. Then they were like, hey, you know, I did this, where are you? I'm like, oh, sorry, I've been like recording this whole time. Like, my phone isn't on me when I'm recording. And like, just so, like, I don't even know what happened that time. Just so, like, the notification didn't go off or whatever. But yeah, so, whole bunch of different things, and because they guilt-tripped me into, like, how I'm not spending enough time with them, yeah. Went ahead and just, like, said, well, this is my final video, so, you know, bye, everyone. And that was it. Like, left a whole lot of stuff unfinished. Oh, you would. You person with lines. My goodness, even. So, yeah, very not fun, very not good. And I got out of that relationship, of course. Thankfully. Only took 2.5 years. Yeah, it was not fun, and it was long distance the entire time. I know. Fantastic. Oh, my goodness. I keep thinking I can make it, and I don't. The second time, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to be like the YouTubers I watch and, like, review games. But I want to be different. I want to do a Let's Play of it. I want to do a Let's Play of the game. And then, once I'm done with the Let's Play, I'll, like, make a review for it. And, like, I had a mask on, and what I did was I put, like... Okay, yeah, you can't get me now, can ya? I put, like, who I was attracted to as, like, the main name, so... And the thing was is that I really wasn't, like, confident as to who all I was attracted to at that time, so I was like, eh... And eventually, like, it just, like, was not connecting, and I was like, well, this isn't going too well. My goodness, what should I do? So I was like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and end it, because, like, it's not like I have time for it. Anyway. Will you get out of the way? Yeah, you better run. I take it back. I just want to live. Why do you try to murder me? It's not fun. I really don't think there's a way to, like, turbo this. Wait! Whatever, you get the gist of it. So, the second one, like, came by, ended, and I'm just like, you know, whatever. I think there's stuff here. Oh yeah, we got a price line terror. 150, 225. Yeah, let's make it a 3. Yumi, my goodness. And what about for darts? I know it's here somewhere. My eyes are starting to, like, go blur right now. Championship darts, there it is. That's great. What are the goals? Win 3 games against the AI. Hit the bullseye 10 times. Win with a 6 start finish. Okay, we can definitely do the AI again and then hit the bullseye 10 times. Let's do Tina the Boss Lemon. Because why not? So eventually, the views were not good for the second channel. I'm like, okay, well, nothing's really happening here, so... And also, I realized the redundancy of making a Let's Play and then doing a review of it at the same time. Because everything I'm thinking is just going to be said throughout the Let's Play. And so, like, what's really the point of going through and making a review? Like, kind of dumb, honestly, at that point. Which completely makes sense. Completely get it. And with that, what had happened was... My goodness. This person was really good. It's absolutely showing me up. Triple 20. I can try to do that. This might be like the 6-star finish thing that they were talking about. Okay. So, I got rid of that channel because I was like, what's with... Really? 50? Wow. Wow. Ended that channel because no one was watching and it was redundant. And then I made this channel because I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of trying to get views. I'm tired of, like, doing these things that don't really matter. I'm tired of wasting my time on it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a channel where it is just family friendly and there's no cursing and I don't care if there's views or not. I'm just going to play games that I want to play because, ding dang dang it, there are so many times when I just want to play a game and then I pick it up, play it for a bit, and then put it down, and then that's it. Just nothing else. Hey, we did it. Hooray. Alright, so we have to do another one with... Because that was a 6-dart finish. So now we have to try to do the bullseyes. That was not one. Okay, here we are now. And the funny thing is that it's been quite a bit. And awesome, we got the goal. Fantastic. I can leave now. Because that is like, oh yeah, we have a to-do list. I completely forgot about that. Defeat 10 cops, don't care about that. 40,000, don't care about that. 7 loads of laundry, that I can do. That's one of the few things I can do, right? Has this been done for a while? It sure has. Awesome. I remember at one point doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Snap, but I cannot find that on this channel, so it must have been on the previous channel, which is okay because the quality was not great. Like the picture quality, I mean. So, c'est la vie. But, meh. I'm probably not going to do, like, I can barely remember the Let's Plays that I did/attempted on the previous channels. It's just far and few in between. And the reason for that is because, like, obviously I was just, like, going with the flow and being like, you know, I kind of want to do this, let me go ahead and do this. So I did that, and then it was like, wow, okay, cool, no one's watching this. Well, let me go ahead and change this. So then you change it. Lots of things. But there are some Let's Plays that I can very clearly remember attempting. It was Sonic Unleashed for the PS3. Yes, I went through and bought all the DLC levels. And even with that, I still was like, okay, well, you know what? Like, people aren't really watching this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. It was either that or I was, like, having trouble with the level. One of the two. So that happened, and I was like, cool, whatever, I guess. It's lame, but I'll be fine. The other one was a Choices Matter game, but it was very confusing for me because it was not in chronological order. The events that were happening in the game were like scattered throughout like the person's memories. It was like actually trying to recall things, and you had to like control this entity, and it was Beyond Two Souls, in case you haven't figured that out yet. But I did it, and I got to a part, and once I got to the part which had something in it that hit very close to home, I just got really silent, and then I was like, wow, okay, well that's a thing, and I think I just lost interest in it. I either lost interest in it, or or like the views weren't good, or something like that, so I canceled it. Now, as annoying as that sounds, I would like to let you know that that is not the truth currently. I mean, it is still the truth currently, but what I mean is that I do have plans to redo some of my Let's Plays. Not the ones on here, but the ones that, like, all y'all can't see anymore. Because I feel like I can do it a lot better now. I feel a little more confident in who I am, and I just feel like it'll work. Racer Chaser broke down. Well, that's no good. Why did Racer Chaser broke down? I didn't tell it to break down. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, those are obviously not happening. Let me go ahead and do this here. That did nothing. Awesome. So proud of that. Put that there, put that there. Ah, much better. I'm going to put that there. There's the 3s. There we go. 5. Fantastic. Yes, so before any of y'all come at me for not finishing a Choices Matter game, it will happen. Don't you worry. And there will be trigger warnings aplenty. Because with that specific game, I was unaware as to, like, that trigger warning. And it was just completely blindsided me that that was an option for it. And when I saw that it was an option, when I saw what happened, I'm like, okay. Well then. Glad I haven't been thinking about that for so long. Oops. And I'm fully aware that I'm being way too vague. That's the point. I'm being vague for a reason. So, yeah. But I definitely intend to redo Beyond Two Souls, because there's actually a new option. First off, there's a DLC level, which I was completely unaware of, which is included for the PS4 version. But also, there's the chronological timeline order of it, which I'm very excited to see, because I'm like, that was like one of my biggest gripes of it, because it just like jumped around the timeline so much that it became so difficult for me to keep up with it. I'm like, hold on, so you're saying there was a snowball fight, but then went to a party, but then at the same time drove a motorcycle, and huh? So I'm very excited to do that for all y'all, which will be coming eventually, I promise you. As well as I have finished, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. Very fun, part of my childhood. So glad I was able to finally 100% it. Just completely thrilled about that. Let me try Line Terror again. I feel like I'm missing something. No, is there no boost? Okay, there's nothing. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to, like, go for it, I guess. Just, like, have to, like, keep my... Thank you, X. I'm just gonna have to keep my chill on it. Oh, yeah, the other thing is that the X's, like, ride on the lines, and if you, like, touch them, then they're just gonna be like, oh boy, free food! And you're like, no! Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. So I'm doing, like, very weird lines just to try to, like, keep myself fine and, like, distant, because I know at any time, yeah, it can touch me and then I'll just be whacked away. Which is so much fun. Because I would love to do a Choices Matter game here for all y'all. Like, that is, without a doubt, something I'm so excited for. Because, obviously, I love Choices Matters games when it's done right. Like, when it's like a movie game, absolutely. Give it to me. Love it. But if it's just like a visual novel, I'm like, eh. And that's the thing. The reason why I'm like so anti-visual novels is because it's done to death. Like, You can try to claim that they're telling a different story, but I know exactly what's going to happen at the end, which is exactly how I feel when it comes to action movies as well. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. There's going to be an explosion, the guy's going to get the girl, and they're all going to live happily ever after. Bam, I just saved myself $20. And when it comes to visual novels, I know what's going to happen. There's going to be a disagreement. You're going to choose a thing. You're going to date one out of like 7 people, and then you're going to say the right thing to one of them, and you're going to either A, B, fall in love with them, or B, make the wrong choices that you thought were right at the time, and lo and behold, you know, oops, you spent all this time on this game, and you did absolutely nothing because you made the wrong choices because you're actually supposed to be following a guide this entire time. Dummy. You mean you didn't know how to do it? That's just weird. Yeah, it's just... So when it comes to choices matter, like movie games, that's great. I can see everything that's going on with it. I can fully understand where it's coming from, this and the other, and I'm just like, this is great. I love this because, you know, there's different paths and everything, and it's so cool because it's completely dependent on like how you choose to like do everything and like what you notice about it all. And it's so cool. I love it so much. That being said, I haven't even played Heavy Rain. I saw an entire Let's Play of it. Have not played it. I have it digitally. Have not played it. I'm just really good at not playing these games. But that being said, I cannot wait. It's gonna be so much fun. There's so many games I'm so excited to like officially complete and like see the entire story they were trying to tell. Like I was on TikTok today, and what had happened was it was someone breaking down like the top 10 songs of Imogen Heap, which if you don't know her, first off, yeah, you do. Second off, if that is not the correct pronouns, I apologize. I have no idea. This is being recorded very late on, and I'm not a really big fan of Imogen Heap. That being said, I'm not intentionally trying to use the wrong pronouns. I'm just human, and I don't know what happens, and I don't look stuff up before I start talking about people. Sorry. Anyway, aside from that, they were breaking down like the top 5 greatest songs by Imogen Heap, and I'm like, eh. And one of them, the one that I knew was not on there whatsoever, and it was The Quiet. The reason why I knew that one was from a really, really, really horrible game called The Quiet Man. And if you don't know The Quiet Man, don't worry, I have a Let's Play of it on this channel. And what is The Quiet Man? It's something that could have been so good. It could have been so great. There was so much potential there. And Konami just didn't. I want to say it was made by Konami. It was definitely made by like a big company. That's why like it caught my attention. But the trailer is there's this guy who first off looks pretty cool. And by cool, you know exactly what I mean cool. No. AO3 cool. Anyway, but there you go, Strawberry. I was looking for you. The thing that came up was how someone was talking to him and he tapped his ear and like didn't respond, hinting that he's deaf. Hence why he's the Quiet Man, because he can't hear people and he just doesn't really know sign language. And then he just like absolutely drops them and makes them like so dumb, and you're just like, wow, that's kind of cool. I should really like check that out. Here's the thing. The game comes off as a choices matter game. It is not. It is a 3D beat 'em up game where you have no idea what's going on because you cannot hear anything. You may hear very faint sounds and sound effects. You cannot hear the dialogue. You have no idea what they're saying, even if they are doing sign language, and you're just like, what's happening here? Why is there a Birdman right now? Huh? What's going on? And then you see the credits, and the thing that you hear is The Quiet by Imogen Heap. And you're just like, what? That was it? Huh? The reason why it got me so upset is because after playing through it the first time, then you unlock the dialogue version. I know, it's so fantastic. Why was the dialogue version available in the beginning? Because they love to see you persevere, I guess. I don't know. But with the dialogue version, you have to play through that one in order to get the entire story. Because they couldn't before. And apparently everyone just talks to him as if they don't care that he's deaf and has no idea what they're saying. It is infuriating to the 10th degree. It is just... There's a lot of wasted potential there. They could have had him understand sign language. Could have had him like try to read the lips, so if he got like a few things wrong, then it made sense. Nope, just nope, he doesn't understand anything. It's just gonna be silent the entire time. You're just gonna have to like go through these 6 chapters. That was just what they call the like subsections anyway. You're gonna have to like do this like beat 'em up thing, defeat like these bosses, you know, maybe grab weapons and just like go for it, and it's gonna have like, it's gonna seem like it has meaning, but it really doesn't. And then you're just like, huh? And that is unfortunately just how it is. You don't get the resolution. You don't get the payoff unless you play through the entire game twice. In which case you find out, hey, this kid had like a messed up childhood-ish, and then people like, they put him in like rough positions, kinda, and he doesn't care, but he does, and then he saves the girl. And you're like, what? I'm like, I know. That's just how it is. Where you're left going, what? And lo and behold, you wasted your money, and there was no point to it whatsoever. So you're like, wow, that's great. So glad I spent my time doing that. The downside is, I have almost every single achievement in that game. The only one I'm missing is when you go through the entire game and not get hit once. In a beat-em-up game. I may do some really stupid things just for the sake of completing a game. I'm not doing that for the Quiet Man. Nope. Nope, I couldn't. I don't care. The only good part about the Quiet Man is The Quiet by Mogan Heap. Because when you get to that end, and when you finally hear someone speaking, it kind of hits you. It's like, okay, I guess this is it. This is the end, I guess. And then, of course, you know, you can't skip because it's the credits. And so they like to show you everything that they did. But it is good. Like, once you get to, like, the chorus, then you're like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. But it's a really deep song. But the Mogan Heap song, aside from that everyone knows is hide and seek. But yeah, The Quiet by Mogan Heap. Pretty good. I liked it. It was the only good part of The Quiet Man. I forgot how much I paid for it, too. I'm sure, I know it must have been like $20. It might have been on sale, something like that. I forgot like what the retail price was. But it was still just like so, it hurt my head. It really did. Anyway, enough about The Quiet Man. On to Arcade Paradise. We are pulling the laundry out, and we are doing fine. I think there was like a thing on the to-do list to like, right? Yeah, 7 loads of laundry. Okay. That's what I figured. I know that we are going through this quite quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and put this away. Ah, looking pretty good. And with this, I want to say that what are we looking at? Okay, yeah, we'll be fine. Because my goal is to get, like, the final heckin', not the arcade machine, but, no, yeah, the final arcade machine that we have to buy to advance the story. Because that's just what I know of. There could be way more, honestly. And, my goodness, I apologize, I was burping a lot. I am almost certain that there are way more arcade machines, and I cannot wait to see them, because we are currently at the part where, yeah, this is about, like, when I stopped, and, like, I apologize, I just hate it for some reason. And another one. This is about where I stopped and, like, put the game down to, like, do something else, or play something else, or focus on something else. And then I came back later and I was like, well, that's something. So, yes, playing, like, forcing yourself to, like, do stuff, it definitely helps. It helps you, like, schedule time for it. So, yeah, I like it. I mean, as is, like, like, you're seeing this episode and I'm recording it on February 8th, and you're probably watching this in March by now. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know why, like, those little, like, star things come up, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Oh, that's the drifting. Duh. I thought it was a boost. Like, man, I'm really good at boosting. Alright. I just ran into like an entire tangent about The Quiet Man and just how much it annoyed me. But if you want to play a good game, Detroit Become Human, that's a pretty good one. Like, my goodness, that one touched me so much. I got a tattoo for it. I'm sure I told that story before too. How, in case you don't know, I won't spoil anything, I promise. In Detroit Become Human, there are androids that are walking amongst us, and they are meant to literally do chores and such, just like how everyone like imagined how robots would be. Like, well, stuff happens, other stuff happens, more things happen, and people will decide, you know, well, what should we do? And there's like 4 different answers, and the answer that connected most with me, I have tattooed. And again, I say this because if you are currently playing it, or if you want to play it, I want to be as big as possible. But if you've already finished it, then, you probably know like what thing I'm talking about, how like there's 4 different things, and like the choice really doesn't matter, but like it's completely up to you. And yeah, that's just the part that I want to like allude to. You know, once you get to the part where you have to choose 4 things, then you know, like, not the exact thing, but you know, like 25% of what I have. That's cool. Anyway, time out. That's fine. Got a lot though. Like, my goodness. And of course, there's going to be a thing for like getting all these upgrades too. Because why wouldn't it be? Yeah, you know, I honestly don't think we have the nitro, but I'll go ahead and do like pick up radius. Okay. Tally-o! And I'm sure once we do all of this, then I'll go through and like check the hoppers again, and we'll be able to buy the dance machine, so we can anyway. I know that we're already getting kind of close to when we should be signing off, so we're going to do these final 2 loads of laundry. I don't know what game I'm gonna play, because right now, I mean, I could look at the goals for the games, but at the same time I'm like, hey, at least we got the to-do list done for that one. At least we got something done. Can't just stand here all day, as much as I would love to. B's not bad. Okay, I know that we definitely don't have enough, so let's go ahead and check the hoppers. Also, I don't think anyone's like checked the jukebox recently, for some reason. I don't know. Let me look down here, there we go. Money. Also, can we just talk about how it would be kind of difficult to have an arcade in real life today? Like, first off, I don't know about all y'all, but I despise carrying change and coins or anything like that. Nah, I have my plastic, and I'm completely fine with that. That's because, like, if you open up your wallet or like you put it somewhere, the chance of like the coins and such falling out insanely high. And you're just like, what the heck? Why? And not to mention, it takes additional time to, 1, pull money out, and 2, put money back in. Plus, there's probably a fee if you're pulling money out, so it really isn't worth it. Okay, and there is Cyberdance. That means that we have officially bought, not all of them, but like a good amount of them. Okay, we have 95. We can't get anything that's useful right now. Might get the radio advertisement, just like boost the publicity. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more little things. And then, you know, a bunch of like songs and such that we can get. Okay. But let me see here. How are we doing? Okay, these are almost done. Fantastic, because I was starting to run out of things to talk about anyway. But yeah, that's about everything I have to talk about. So, waiting for these to go ahead and finish up, and then I'll be looking pretty gnarly, quite honestly. But sometimes when you have so many choices in a game, you kind of just like, that happens a lot. when you have like a really big game library like this, and you finally have like time to like mess around and like play a game, you start to become kind of paralyzed almost. You get gamer's block, where you're like, man, there's so many games that I want to play, so I just don't know which one to play. Or, I don't really know which game to play, I don't really have a preference. So then you either like do nothing, or you go back to Overliable, which is the game that you've already beaten like 15 times and are trying or are trying to 100% but don't know how to yet. So you just continue putting about 134 hours into Sonic Adventure DX. Alright, we have gone ahead and gotten everything, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Bye, my Super Bears!